Hi everybody. I'm going to do a quick test run of this UPS system. The main this UPS is on top here actually provides the computer for maybe 15 seconds. After that, it's switched on to the inverter. So we're going to see how that is done. And that voltmeter actually shows the battery voltage. I just disconnected the charger. There's the inverter we're going to use. The other one is disconnected. But I actually can switch between those two inverters. But I actually physically need to remove the plug and connect it up to the socket to the next inverter. And also this switching is done by microcontroller. Not so nice wiring. There's a microcontroller. Here it is. And here's the board, the driver board. 5 outputs, 9 inputs. So in the power cut, where there's a power cut, the input will be 0 and the relay will turn on. And we can exactly see what's happening on these panels. These check panels here. Especially this one. All the phases, L1, L2 and L3. If the panels are turned on or off. Or if there's a fire in there. The switchboard. But this is the interesting thing. Here's the grid. And it comes here. The blue lines are single phase, black lines are 3-phase. And it's the UPS line here and the inverter. UPS is turned on, inverter is off. And here's the contactors. There's one contactor here, other contactor here. So this will actually switch when there's a power cut. And after a certain amount of time, this one will switch to the inverter. And here's the computer, and there's the modem. And there's actually the main system here. 24 volts, 12 volts, and 230 volts. The other panel here just shows which lights are turned on in the apartment. LEDs. So I'm going to go to the consumer unit and remove L1 and see what happens. This red light here is actually a red LED, will turn on, and this bottom one, which is orange, those two will turn on to indicate that the main phase is gone. L1 is the main phase, which actually is the maneuver phase for the contactors. If that disappears, no contactor will work. That means that everything will shut down. But L2 and L3 is still available. But the L1 is the main phase. So I'm going to remove that and see what happens. Inverter turned on. Both switch ports are off. Now this will switch. And now the computer is running on the inverter. I just disconnected that annoying beeping sound from the UPS. Yes, no grid, that's not available anymore. Both switchboards are turned off. Now I'm going to remove the L2 and the L3. Just if you notice it, this monitor turns off because I don't want not so much load when it's actually a power cut. Don't need 2 monitors. I can actually use one. the light shut down because the light goes on L3. Now all the phases are gone. But still, this little part here got its voltage. That light on top here runs on the UPS. Battery voltage is dropping pretty quickly because I haven't charged it fully yet. Most of this switchboard is actually turned off, nothing is working on it, except for some small parts. If I turn on the second light, let's have a look how much load we got. 107 watts. 105 watts. That one is turned off, nothing on that, and nothing on that. So I put the camera back here. And now I'm going to go back to the consumer unit and turn on the phases. So I can get the power back. Yes, I've seen what's happened on the check panels, so this time we'll see what happens on the switchboard. So turn on the phases, first L3, L2 and then at last the maneuver phase, L1. Yes, that was it. I'm running out of memory now, so I need to quit.